So today we are on Honkai Star Rail. Now 3 videos in one day, don't get used to it. I'm only doing this video because I got a comment on my video. I know you meant no wrong. My boy Alex, he asked what happened to this channel, and I went through his previous comments on my channel to see the last time he commented, and it seems that you subscribed to me or followed me for my WUWA content, and obviously I haven't made a WUWA video in quite a while. I understand that the majority of people who subscribed to me were there when I was doing the WUWA content and doing 2-3 videos a day. So me suddenly disappearing for weeks and weeks on end constantly and not playing WUWA anymore, I can see how that could, bother you or make you disinterested in most of my videos. I'm gonna basically say what I said when I first made this channel, which is I am not someone who is going to dedicate his channel to 1 or 2 games. Now, what I mean by this is I always change, right? I may get burnt out of one game and find a new game that I like more than the other. And for that reason, I'll never stick to 1 or 2 games forever. I could go back if I leave a game. However, I simply play what I feel like playing in that moment. And currently, I don't feel like playing WUWA, not because I don't like it, but I've already said this in previous videos. I can only play WUWA on my computer because my mobile device's storage is already full, right? And Honkai Star Rail is an extremely just fast and easy game to complete your dailies on through mobile, easier than WUWA, right? And so that's why I have Honkai Star Rail on my mobile device. I do my dailies quickly on my mobile device. I literally did I didn't do my dailies, but I logged in for a little bit and I was able to quickly do some stuff. So that's why I'm not on WUWA lately. My main game that I'm playing currently is Fortnite, which is why the last 2 videos you've seen uploaded are Fortnite, aside from the Roblox video I literally just made. And I've been investing 2-3 hours into that game every single day. Not every single day. The last 2 or 3 days I didn't even touch the game at all, and I was just taking a break from it, right? However, it is my main game and the game I'm playing the most. Now, recently, the last 4 or 5 days, I've been really grinding a anime Vanguards game on Roblox. This is my first time playing Roblox since I was 11 or 12 years old, and I've been a bit invested in it. So I made a Roblox video, and that's where you commented that what happened to this channel. So yeah, I want to make it clear to everyone who watches me, if this even gets any views, because my last 3 videos, because they're not gacha game related, they haven't been doing as good. Obviously no one subscribed to me for Fortnite. When I first made my account, people subscribed to me for Fortnite. I think I got 60 or 70 subs off of my first 3 videos on the account, which is not bad. I also got a few thousand views from those tip videos on edit on release and other stuff on Fortnite. But my point being, I understand where you're coming from, right? I'm not playing WUWA at all lately, basically. I think Sharkkeeper is out. However, I simply don't have any interest in WUWA currently. And I'm more interested in Honkai Star Rail because I'm more interested in Honkai Star Rail's story and their characters. And because the combat and the gameplay is just so much more simpler, it doesn't take a toll on me. Now, this isn't all the reason, of course, right? Yes, there's games that I like to play more and other stuff. However, the other thing is I make a video when I feel like it. You see, when I first started making my YouTube channel, I made videos because I felt like it. And then once more people started subscribing to me and watching my videos, I was like, oh, I should probably keep this up. And so there were days where I'd be going through some personal shit and I'd just have no energy or no motivation, and I'd still make videos anyways. and it simply did not feel good at all. And so about a month ago, or over a month ago, something significant has happened in my personal life that is still bothering me. It's still carrying on today. I don't know when I'll fully be able to heal. However, I've been trying to not give it too much attention, right? And the only way I can do that is by basically playing video games, right? And if I play a video game I'm not interested in playing in that moment, then I'm just going to be bored, and I'm going to be thinking about whatever it is that happened to me. So I've been playing Fortnite because Fortnite uses like 100% of my brain power. I have to constantly be focused. There's other people talking, and I love improving. Fortnite is a game I've played since Chapter 2 Season 1, and it's the first like shooter game that I really took seriously. Like the first game I ever tried to actually be competitive in, right? The first like 1 to 2 years of me playing the game, or first 3 years I was controller, and then the last year I've been keyboard. So I've been learning how to play keyboard and mouse on PC, and the game is just fun in general. Like Fortnite is literally basically better graphics Roblox at this point. Like if you've played Fortnite and you look at the creative maps and all the game modes it has, like it's basically the same as Roblox, with a bunch of creators having a million different creative maps that do different things. However, then you also have like the actual game, and obviously a lot of my friends are on Fortnite, and they obviously invite me to play the game, and that's a lot of fun, right? That's one thing that I really don't like about these gacha games. They add co-op, but it's nearly completely useless, right? Like there's no one that's gonna invite you to their world for something. Like there's simply no need to play with someone else. These are practically solo player games. So these are games you just play on your own time for your own enjoyment, without like being able to really play with your friends. So that's why I've mainly been playing Fortnite recently. And also, as I said before, mental health hasn't been the greatest. I've been healing better recently, right? And that's why I've been uploading again, like straight up. That's why you see me more energetic in my videos. I don't sound as tired or demotivated in like my last 2 or 3 videos. It's because I made those because I wanted to make them, not because I was forcing myself to keep up with some upload schedule, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Lingsha's come out. I haven't looked at her V5 kit or her light cone. I looked at her light cone an hour ago on the iPad that I was using to check her, and I saw that the light cone adds like a woe-free state. So I don't know her V5 kit, as I mentioned previously. However, this makes her a lot more broken for Firefly, I believe. Right here, yeah. For 2 turns after using ult, enemy targets are inflicted with woe-free. And because of this, they basically take 18% more damage if your Lingsha has 150% break effect or higher. So this makes her a lot more broken for Firefly, I'm assuming. I haven't looked at any leaks or anything. It's been a while since I've looked at Honkai Star Rail leaks. However, I assume that you ult, or like Fu Yuan takes her turn, then you ult, then Fu Yuan takes her turn again, and then you ult with Firefly to take advantage of the 18% increased damage, which is pretty nice, I assume. Really nice, because you can perfectly match that up so long as you have Firefly's ult activated. And that 18% damage increase, that is pretty significant, you know. And let's see her E1 and other stuff as well. Lingsha, Eidolon's E1, 50% weakness break efficiency increase, and enemies have 20% defense down when they're broken. So this is basically just better Gallagher, by a significant margin. A lot of people, I've been noticing this, right? A lot of people have been saying that Lingsha isn't worth it and she's mid because Gallagher can already heal and sustain just fine. Guys, I understand where you're coming from, and your line of thinking. However, please understand that Lingsha in the Firefly break team more specifically is practically a sub DPS. Okay, like you can think of her as a sustain, right? Because she is a sustain. But when you put her in the Firefly team comp, she is a sub DPS. Okay, the summon hits for 80 to 90k consistently. The ultimate hits for like 100k plus. Then obviously the ultimate action forwards Fuyuan completely, and then that's another 80 to 90k, and the summon just keeps going and going and going. And that 20% defense down if you have her E1 with the 50% weakness break efficiency increase is a lot bigger than you think, because I do believe that that applies to Fuyuan as well, meaning probably within one cycle you're gonna be able to clear most of the content with Firefly. Remember, the number one weakness that break comps have are weakness bars, right? Some bosses and some mobs have inflated weakness bars that just take way too long to break. It can take a cycle, it can take almost an entire cycle. It doesn't matter. This is the problem with Firefly, right? Technically, once the enemy is broken, she has some of the best damage numbers in the entirety of the game. However, it's getting the enemy broken to begin with that's the actual annoying part to get her to start doing damage. So with the E1 of Lingsha, you're practically always gonna break in the first cycle, and you might even kill almost every single time on the first cycle, because that 50% weakness break efficiency increase alongside a 20% defense down is not only gonna make Lingsha shred, but Firefly shred. I mean, it's just a perfect combination, right? And then if you have E1 or E2 Firefly, you're just gonna zero cycle everything with that team, I'd have to guess. It's just incredibly broken. I mean, to be honest, right? I've seen an E0 S1 Lingsha hyper carry zero cycle. So if just Lingsha can zero cycle, I'm quite confident that you could get a Firefly and Lingsha comp to zero cycle. She is just straight up better than Gallagher, okay? Do you need to replace your Gallagher? No. If that's all you're looking for, if you want to skip her and you want to save your gems for someone more important that you really need on a team comp, completely understandable. Just skip her. I mean, we have like Aventurine and Acheron rerunning most likely next patch. However, do not get it twisted. Do not listen to these Doom posters saying she's ass. She's like basically Gallagher level or only slightly better. In terms of damage numbers, you have to look at it from a damage like wise, right? She is doing way more damage on that break comp than Gallagher. And especially if you specifically have her E1, she is miles better than Gallagher, okay? The value that her E1 adds to the comp is just massive. You're gonna be breaking almost instantly every single time, and you're gonna be giving your Firefly and your Lingsha 20% defense down for every single hit. That's just very nice. It's very broken. Like, you just can't go wrong with it. So yes, Gallagher is very OP for a 4-star sustain. Obviously the number one 4-star sustain, and obviously, in my opinion, he's even better than some 5-star sustains. If you see like videos on zero cycles, most like zero cycle Acherons, zero cycle Fei Xiaos, other zero cycles, a lot of them, you'll realize a lot of them use Gallagher, because Gallagher works perfectly in a Fei Xiao team because his ult with the complete action forward is 2 hits, and he's practically always using his basic attack almost every single time, right? And then for Acheron teams, I believe his ult counts as a dot. I don't know if his basic attack counts as a dot. I haven't like looked into Gallagher Acheron comps. However, I'm pretty sure the besotted state that he has when he uses his ult does count as a dot. So people use him for that as well in Acheron teams. Like, the man is just an all-rounder, and he's completely broken in nearly every single comp. However, Lingsha is just better for specifically the break comp. I don't know if Lingsha is any better or how much better she is than Gallagher in like a Fei Xiao team. I don't know if she's actually better in zero cycles. I truly don't know because I haven't done my research. I haven't really been looking at Honkai Star Rail updates or anything like that recently. The last kits I've seen of Lingsha and Fei Xiao were their V3 kits. I never looked at V4 and I never looked at V5. Though, a bit off topic, I did see something about Rappa getting nerfed for her vinyl version. So I don't know how strong Rappa truly is. I haven't looked at the leaks, as I said before. I haven't done any research, so I don't know how bad she is. However, from what I saw, like under the tweet, people are not happy with Rappa's performance. I am pretty sure she's targeted as like a pure fiction unit, which is unsurprising. It seems like Hoyo's starting to make moves and voice cracked. Hoyo's starting to make moves and start making more characters pure fiction targeted. However, the problem is, because of Lingsha, if you have a Firefly, you can probably already clear the pure fiction fine. Yeah, so they kind of fucked it up there. I don't know what they were thinking, but like, I've literally seen, once again, a hyper carry E0S1 Lingsha full star pure fiction. So like, why would anyone get Rappa? Like, guys, what is the Hoyo team thinking here? They bring out a sustain that is practically like a sub break DPS, and then they bring a break DPS for pure fiction targeted. Like, Lingsha is already hitting absolutely everyone on the field. Like, there's no point, right? Like, so people are not excited for Rappa simply because she isn't necessary in the slightest. Like, this is completely different from Lingsha versus Gallagher, because Lingsha actually is better than Gallagher, at least for the break comp of Firefly. However, Firefly is still better than Rappa, at least from what I've been hearing, for MOC. So if a Firefly team can already clear pure fiction fine, and then you add Lingsha, what is the point of going for Rappa? And keep in mind, I believe she's gonna be the only character for the 2.6 patch, like the only new character, and there's not gonna be like a second limited that runs alongside the same patch. So I mean, I guess, like, maybe it's the aesthetic, right? Rappa does have a more unique aesthetic compared to most characters in this game. However, still just not enough to really give her that value. So yeah, quick video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.